Dave's Cave Comedy is just this space, because this is my cave. Is now, I share it with Benta, with B. With B. Make some noise for my wife in the back. Yeah. Last show I gave like 30 minutes worth of shout outs, so I promise not to do that tonight. Like during my set, like it was like I could have did a set for just being like, I want to thank Naren for being a great supervisor when I worked in advertising. That's my friend Naren. She was my supervisor. Yeah, make some noise for Naren.
Woody woo.
Woody woo. But yeah, sorry, Dave's Cave, like it came about like, so recently I've taken on like a full-time venture of exploring my performing, the performing Dave. And I wanted a safe space. What's up, bro? Welcome. Hey, make some noise for the, yeah. Some fun stuff. So we want to, some people in this room are comedians and other kind of people that do open mics and try to get, test out their artwork. And in most cases, you have a very limited amount of time, and it's kind of compressed, and you don't get to play around with stuff. So I wanted to create a space. I always feel comfortable at my house. Is where I met my wife, at my house right here. We didn't like meet. She was like, "Can you take a picture?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, she wants to take a picture with me. It's my house party." And she gave me the phone and took a picture with a lot of other people. But I still love her. But no, so feel comfortable in here, and I want everybody, I'm going to just call them artists that are coming up here to perform for you. Some of them will do comedy, some of them will do other things that might make you laugh and may not. But I want you to give all your energy to them. This right here is a test of what they believe in themselves, and an exploration and an exercise and understand, and trying to share it with you guys. So you guys be warm and receptive, and they're gonna come up here and put their heart on the floor, the mic, and please don't swing from the chandelier. So we're gonna get tonight started. I'm gonna try not to be long-winded, but let's make some noise for BA. Show him some love. Show him some love.
This is my truth. I'm gonna be real. This is just my truth. Like 30. I was supposed to be a rapper by now. I was supposed to have a nice big mansion with nice cars, a plethora of bitches. Still in my mom's house. Still 5'5". It makes me. I never really asked God for much, but just height. You feel me? Like I have a cousin, right? He's 6'5". His name is Chris. Can anyone here guess what Chris does for a living?
Model.
No.
Basketball.
No.
Nothing.
UPS.
Close. He's an accountant. The world doesn't need a 6'5" accountant. And don't get me wrong, like Chris is a good guy. Like if you're hungry, he'll feed you. If you need shelter, he'll let you stay in his house for a day. He'll literally give you the shirt right off his back. But this nigga can't dunk and can't play ball for shit. So fuck him. He's a useless human being is what I'm trying to tell you. Going on. And it makes me really think a lot deeper about black issues. So like, I was home one day and I was watching Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan. And I don't know if anyone's ever seen this film before, but if you watch this movie, her nickname in the film is Africa. Now, when I think about someone nicknamed Africa, usually I think about the usual suspects. President Barack Obama, Malcolm X, fuck it, Shaquille O'Neal. Big black tall motherfucker, you feel me? You don't think about the redheaded bitch from the Parent Trap. That's not like the first. That's not like, oh shit, like she definitely embodies the motherland. My parents, they're from Ghana, but they had me and I was born and raised here. So I've always had a very close perspective towards the differences of like being a first generation African American versus seeing people who are not from America and they don't understand the history and context of things. Prime example, my parents, when they woke up every morning, you know what their biggest struggle was? Making sure they had running water. When I wake up every morning, you know what my biggest struggle is? Do I have a Wi-Fi connection? And the girls get my message on Tinder and OkCupid last night. Anybody here on any online dating sites?
Yeah.
Thank you for not lying. Because every time I do that fucking joke, people lie, and I swear to God, the next day I catch them, and I message them like, yo, you look kind of familiar. Do you happen to like comedy? And like, yes, how you doing? I actually went to an open mic. I know, motherfucker, I asked you a question yesterday. And you lied about it. I still love Kanye's music, but this motherfucker's out his fucking mind. And it's not because he said that slavery was a choice. It's because there's so many other things that if there were choices, I need to know now. Like, homework wasn't a fucking choice. Or was it? Yeah, you might be onto some shit here, but because we can't get past it. Because think about it, like, no one, like, remember when you first rebelled against your parents? Your parents used to tell you all the time, be home at 5 o'clock. And when you realized when you came home at 5:30, shit wasn't really gonna go down. And that's when shit just got fucked up. Like, oh shit, we cracked the fucking Matrix code. Like my dad was like, hey, after school, you be home by 3 o'clock. No excuses. So you know, I did it in phases. One day I came home at 3:15. He ain't say nothing. Oh shit. Let's try this again. Next day come home 3:30. Hey, where were you? Oh, Dad, I was just coming. Like me and my friends. I didn't have to finish. Okay, just make sure. Oh shit, I didn't even have to tell the whole lie. This is amazing. Let's see how far we can push this. I remember me and my friends, we used to hang out at the arcade by elementary, and I came home one time. He was like, it was 5 o'clock, and at this point I'm like maybe 13. I'm already smelling myself. I think I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I come to the fucking crib. My dad is like, hey, where were you? Your school ended at 3 o'clock, and it's 5. Why are you now coming to the house? And I just hit him with the. And he says, oh, so you think you're a big man? So you know what? Since you're so big, go back to where you went. I could go back outside? Yes, that's where you came from. That's where you will stay. You sure? I just want to make sure, like, this is a choice, right? Like, I can go outside and I'm not going to get in trouble. If you want to stay outside, that's how you will stay. You know, I didn't know the whole, like, he was going to try to lock me out shit. But let me tell you about parents. It's a fucking bluff. Them niggas is soft. Your parents fucking love you. They don't want to see nothing bad happen to you. Play them on that shit. I swear to God, you see how fucking pussy they really are.
The next comedian start making some noise. Give it up for Rand the Man from Definitely Amazing.
That was nice.
It sounded like a scene out of Boomerang.
It did. I feel like that worked. I feel like I should have just had that just.
It's like D.
I want to come to working with that. Like, hey guys, I'm here. You hear my music. Hello everybody. How you guys doing?
Good.
So black people should not like start a profession and then leave it for 7 years. Because that's what I did for comedy. So I like left. It's like, I don't want to get a stage in front of people. That shit's not cool. You got to cross-eyed. It's not working. So I left it for a while. So if I'm a little corny, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm not. Fuck you guys. I worked on this shit very hard. I'm sensitive about my shit. How many people in the audience, by a show of hands, like this new age hip hop? Oh, there's a couple of hands. You're wrong. I just can't get with it, guys. Like, hip hop's supposed to teach you shit. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about KRS-One, because KRS-One taught them. I'm talking about, like, I can't learn nothing from, it's the blicky yo, but the mother sticky yo, mala Ricky. No, I can't get with that shit. Stop it, you're screaming in my ear. Because I like to play my music loud, and he's like, oh, screaming in my ear about popping mollies. I don't need to learn how to pop a molly. It's a pill. What are you teaching me? If I don't know how to swallow pills at 30, well, my life's fucked up. I like hip hop that teaches you. Like Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep taught me a lot because growing up, I realized a very important life story. I am not a crook. I'm just not a crook. I went into the corner store. My boy was like, we're gonna steal these Cheetos because we don't have no 25 cents. I'm like, I can't do it. We're going up the river. I didn't even know what going up the river meant. There is no such thing as halfway crooks because they're scared to death. They're scared to look. They're shook, and that's exactly what the hell I was. I was shook as hell. Could not steal a goddamn thing. So Mobb Deep told me that, but Biggie taught me a lot too. You know, like Biggie taught me the fundamentals of having a friend named Pop in the barbershop. Because Pop would hip you to the intricate plot of someone trying to steal your paper. Now, as a kid, I thought they were trying to steal my loose leaf paper. And my mom pays a lot for that shit, and I'm not trying to have it. So I needed to know that. That shit was real. Shit was real, man. It taught me shit. Speaking of Biggie, me and Biggie have a lot in common. Because, like, Biggie's from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. Right. We both tried to holler at light-skinned girls that we were way out of our league. I did that way out of my league. She was way out of my league. And then we both have a prominent cross-eye. I'm cross-eyed, people, so if you think I'm not looking at you, I am. It's my superpower. Don't be mad because you don't have a superpower. I had to learn this shit. I had to learn it was a superpower. I had to learn that I can walk into a room and I can know where every exit is without moving my head. I'm like a fucking superpowered owl on this side, just like all over. There's an exit. There's an exit. You gotta know that shit when you're in Brooklyn. Not that Brooklyn's not bad, guys.
Old Brooklyn is old Brooklyn was.
Old Brooklyn, you could get robbed at Broadway Junction. New Brooklyn, you can probably get a churro there. It's not bad, guys. It's not bad at all. But speaking of my cross-eye, speaking of it being a superpower, see, I learned that I can walk down the street with my girlfriend, who is now my fiance, and I can look at other women and she can't say shit. She's like, babe, and I'm like, you know my eye do that. Stop playing games, Jewel. We've been together for a while. Look at my eye. It does that sometimes. Never mind the fact that she had a fat ass. That has nothing to do with it. My eye just does that. I thought you had a heart. You're supposed to be a Buddhist. Turn the other cheek.
Hold up.
So I'm depressed. I'm really depressed. And I decided to just go ahead and put that out there as an artist because as an artist we all like to hear how deep we are. We like to get that nod. You're so deep. I just like the way you just get in there and just get all the feelings out. It's so deep. Thanks. I cried all morning for this. But before I segue into all the sadness, I just want to say that I don't think I'm a millennial. I am Generation Y. I'm not that internet savvy. Yeah, taco trucks are cool. I do own a pair of steampunk goggles, but that's irrelevant. I think everybody has like a steampunk somewhere, right? To the gender thing, let me just say that when I fill out job applications, I usually neglect to fill out my race or gender because I don't see how either affects my job performance. Just write N/A. Yeah. Hopefully I get the job. I usually don't. I was thinking about using one of my white friends to put their picture on the resume so that maybe I'll get a call back. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But, to be honest, I wouldn't even fill out my name, address, and phone number. I would just say, tell me where the cash will be, $4,000 a week, non-sequential bills, and I'll pick it up. I was thinking about babysitting. I'm not gonna lie, children scare me. I'm actually quite frightened of children. whenever they come around, it's like, I don't know, I get really nervous, and they look at me, and then there's this moment where like our souls connect, and you know, babies, I think, can sometimes channel cats that they can look into. I'm really not kidding. They can like look into your soul and see what you're thinking, and so then the crying starts, and then the baby starts crying, and it's really, it's an experience. There are over 120 that I could find, over 120 different identifying genders, and just to name a few that I found really interesting. There's then gender, which is when you are both asexual. No, I think that's when you're. Oh no, yeah, okay. So then gender is when you're two genders and they overlap. Okay, like a Venn diagram. There's demigender, which is like, or demisexual, I believe, which is when you're both asexual and sexual. There's scoliogender, which is when you are primarily attracted to some gender queers. There's existogender, where if you think about that gender, then you are that gender.
What?
That's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying.
That's too much.
I have nothing against, you know, whatever you want to identify yourself as. Pride Month, go all for it. I just wanted to throw that out there. So, how many genders do you think I identify with? Just give me a number.
12.
12?
3.
-4.
-4. You are all correct. It is all of them because I lack conviction. Thank you.
I don't know any jokes I was supposed to tell. Let me tell you about myself. How about that? Right? My dad was pretty cool. Maybe you guys got family like me. Growing up, my dad never drank around me, never smoked around me, never lived around me, never was around me. I wrote that one day with tears. This is my brother. I don't know how y'all have relationships with your family, but my brother, he's better than me. He's had a job the entire time. This nigga is buff as shit. His hairline is flawless. This nigga is the loved one in the family, and I've always felt like inferior. But last week he texted me. He was like, "Yo, nigga, you got $10 I can borrow till next week?" I got so happy. I was like, nigga, that's where you at in life right now? $10 is gonna make or break you? That's who you want. I need to get dad involved. What's going on? It's gonna take you a week to pay me back $10? That's who you want. Oh shit. Oh, I was like, damn, a ghost DJ. What the fuck? But no, I was like, it blew my mind. I was like, it's gonna take you a week to pay me back $10. That's where you at in life right now. Then I reread the text, and it actually said, hey, when are you gonna pay me back that $10? Let me get a week, dog.
It's your man Logik with another episode of Definitely Funny.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
3? Are you serious?
Yes.
3. Do you know about me in 3?
Yes, that's why I said it.
3? If you don't know about me in 3,
He's gonna explain it. And if you don't know who this is, you should get to know him. This is David J. Hamilton the third.
The third. I'm just Dave. You can find me on all those places, Instagram and Twitter. I'm just Dave. I'm just out there saying some way I feel and think about things. I'm just trying to explore the world. I'm just here with my man. We just definitely some funny shit happened tonight.
First off, I was at his comedy night. It was all types of levels of amazing, the comedians, everybody. Dave, thank you for
Dave's Cave Comedy, branding.
And thank you for having us in your space.
Listen, man, thank you for coming out. Listen, It's our space. I'm just trying to curate it in a way that we can share and appreciate.
Well, I know you live in Ridgewood, which is one of the hardest parts of Queens to get to.
It's tough. We out here with tough because you can't get to us because you got to get to L Train. It's one stop that stops here. Yeah.
You know, it reminds you of like Eternia and going to Snake Mountain. And remember when He-Man had to cross like the river of fire and this and that and fight 3 dragons?
This guy brought up references from He-Man.
You know, who's
old enough? Do you know?
It's what Logic does.
Go to another. Okay, we'll pause this video and go look up Just look it up.
He-Man.
I bet you don't even know about Voltron.
M-A-N.
You don't even know about Voltron?
Not the Netflix.
Not the Netflix. Oh, yeah.
These kids in the new remakes, the RoboCop. What is that? Black RoboCop? Black RoboCop? Black RoboCop.
Nah, it makes sense though.
Y'all let him.
Because remember.
Oh, he was dead.
No.
He was a slave?
No.
Oh, he was a dead slave?
What city did he patrol?
Detroit.
Black.
Oh, he was the Samuel Jackson robot.
There you go.
In Django. I was gonna say
he was
Django
so he was
because I
like-
can't read.
So that means he said everything and then added a motherfucker on it.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
like,
Yes,
"Please,
motherfucker.
All
Get
the
your-
time.
Come with me if you motherfucking live. Haven't you seen my movies? Juice.
See, I know y'all laughing right now. Dave, how long have you been on this comedy journey?
Water. That's it. It's not vodka, but it's in its glass. It makes it feel tonicky. It's just water. I've been doing this comedy thing for a very recent. Like I've been making people laugh my whole life. That part it's the foundation. Step one, make people laugh forever. But I've taken this like effort to do it full time, to completely commit to it. The beginning of March of 2018. Just a few months ago. So however you want to edit this, you can pick the year, you can keep the date, or you can just say a few months ago I started my comedy journey. Bam, use that.
So there it is.
Keep it all though. So people are like, they didn't even edit it. That's cool.
So see, that's like Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction. He was like, I'm gonna just go on adventures. Look at that. He's on this adventure right now. He's literally like living kung fu. Like, damn, he's just out here in this adventure.
No, he just living. That's a fucking. He just changed the whole way I'm gonna start walking down the street. Like,
Dave, where can they find you on Facebook, Twitter, and all that other internet crazy?
everywhere on the internet, if you just Google "I'm Just Dave," it's I letter M JUSTDAVE. That's how you spell my name. I'm sure of
That's
it.
it.
I don't need any reassurance from you, but I think I spelled it right. I'm Just Dave on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. And also check out With B, because I'm always with B. Cooking with B, she on Instagram. It's my beautiful.
When two cameras collide.
Branding.
Look, it's DefinitelyAmazing.com. That's Logic. Definitely funny. Yeah, this interview was after all the comedy you just saw, so you just saw me rock the stage, and this is Logic
My
show.
man, I got to see my man perform. Listen, I'm like to do the rap pointing. You know how they be like in pictures, you be like, my man. Like, I don't know why we point to each other in pictures. Like, I know he's here. Or are you trying to let the people taking the picture know this man's in the picture with me?
You the man, son. You the man.
You the
Yo,
man.
You the man.
Oh, so is it more of a contraction and less
Like,
of a
yeah,
point?
it's like ah.
All right, yo, Thanos.
Listen.
Shout out Thanos over here. Yo, I got a. This is what Black Thanos will look like. He's much more
Yes. Magnificent.
Magnificent?
Yeah.
I think you meant benevolent.
Yes.
I can't wait to both of you guys.
Good.
Listen,
Shout
out to anybody who's won a spelling bee.
Yes, if you can
That's
spell
difficult.
words, and if you
That
can
is
also read
difficult.
them in a public space, fast, without.
all right, guys, we are. Peace.